Welcome back. I'm about sick of it. I'm about sick of it. I've been hearing every day about, oh, the Epstein list. Oh, Minnesota. Oh, Billie Eilish. Nobody's illegal on stolen land. Nobody's illegal on stolen land. Oh, yeah, Billy, well, how about you fucking sell your $6 million mansion and you give the money to the natives whose land has been stolen? Oh, yeah, you won't do that, you hypocrite cunt. Uh, you know, but I'm supposed to feel bad because ICE agents are deporting criminals, but you would live on stolen land and give your $6 million mansion back then. If it's so bad, if it's so fucking bad living in America, living on stolen land, give your mansion back. Give your mansion back to the natives. Yeah? No, no, no. It's all bullshit. Okay? These people say things and they don't know what they mean because they're stupid. And they say stupid shit because that's what stupid people do. And then you and I sit there and argue about it for 2 days. You think anyone really cares that Billie Eilish said nobody's illegal on stolen land? No, no one gives a shit that she said that stupid shit. Do you think anyone really cares about the Epstein list at this point? No, because we know who's on it. We've known for a long time who's on it. And what have we been able to do about it? Not a damn thing. You really think anyone cares about what's actually going on in Minnesota? No, the left is just using it to push their agenda. These people are useful morons. But yet we sit here and we scream at each other through the TV or through the fucking computer screen or the phone screen or whatever, however you get your media, your news. And we scream at each other and we rage on Twitter. You're being played. We're being fucking played. 100%. We are the idiots here. We've been screaming about, oh, Epstein list, Epstein list, Epstein list for how many years now? 5 years, something like that? 6 years? We've been screaming about this Epstein list, you know? And then finally they unleashed the whole thing unredacted. And it's like, oh. Yeah, I kind of figured that. You telling me Bill Clinton was on there? Huh. Well, I knew Bill Clinton was on there. You telling me Donald Trump was on there? I knew he was on there. Never flew to the island. Oh, Elon Musk was on there. Yeah. And much like Trump, Elon never went to the island. Trump burned how many bridges on Epstein? Took how much negative press on Epstein? For what reason? And then finally, the documents do drop, and what do we do about it? Nothing. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. Because what can you do about it? Nothing. Well, you going to go find Bill Gates and arrest him yourself? No. No, you're not. You won't get within 100 yards of that dude before someone puts you on your ass. Are you going to go you going to go take Trump to prison? That ain't going to happen. You know, what are you going to do? You will do nothing because you can do nothing. We're going to sit here and watch the world burn. And the reason you can do nothing is because, quite honestly, they're smarter than you and me. You think these billionaires are billionaires on accident? You think the world's richest people are rich on accident? You think they just woke up one day and were like, I'm going to try being rich and see how that goes? No, these people are geniuses. They're hyper intelligent. They're super skilled at whether it's orating or whatever their flavor of tism be. They're super skilled at it. They're really good at what they do. And what they do is make a lot of money. They're all very good at it. We sit here like chumps. We sit here like a bunch of fucking dummies. And they laugh at us. I would laugh at us. If I were them, of course I would laugh at us. I mean, look at these idiots. Look at these idiots. We tell them who's on the Epstein list. and they get all mad, and they can't do anything about it. What are they going to do? There's nothing they can do about it. And we all get angry and we all yell at each other and Epstein, Epstein, Epstein. Yeah, Epstein's fucking dead and there's nothing we can do about it. Allegedly. There's some people that believe that Epstein's still alive. I think it's a possibility. I also heard that there was a fake footage of Epstein forever sleeping. So, there's that. I mean, he might still be kicking, I guess. He's probably on the same fucking island as Osama bin Laden. They're just hanging out, drinking mimosas or whatever. I don't know. It just boggles my mind that for anything more than a second, you think this isn't done on purpose. They do it to keep us screaming at each other. They do it to keep us fighting with each other. Because the thing that terrifies both the right and the left is you and I seeing eye to eye. The thing that terrifies the right and the left, the Republicans and the Democrats, is you and me having a conversation, seeing eye to eye. If you and I both see that what's going on everywhere is bullshit designed to distract us from what's actually happening, which, God, I could only imagine. I guess the price of gold has been fluctuating a lot lately, which is a sign of upcoming war. So, there's a lot of talks that World War III is happening. So that's why Trump is allowing Minneapolis to go nuts, because it distracts from World War III. There's a lot of talks about that. There's a lot of talks about gold and silver prices ever changing, which could be a sign of upcoming conflict. Supply and demand on the gold and silver. They need the gold and silver for whatever they need gold and silver for. I don't fucking know what the military uses gold and silver for. I don't know. Here's what I do know. We don't get the whole story ever. And when we do, it's very rare. The fact that they gave us the whole Epstein list, unlikely. Unfucking likely. I don't think we got the whole Epstein list. I don't think we'll ever get the whole Epstein list. And if we did get the Epstein list, okay, what can I do about it? There's nothing I can do right now that fixes this. I can't fix it. You can't fix it. What do we do? Oh, we squabble with each other. That's what we do. It is super dumb. It is super fucking dumb. Instead of coming together and getting along and agreeing that, okay, let's come to an agreement. Anyone on the Epstein list is a problem. Anyone on the Epstein list should be removed from power, be it government, be it heads of businesses, be it whatever. You're on the list, period. I don't care what you did. We're going to vote you out of office. We're going to boycott your businesses. We're gonna, whatever, right? Oh no, we can't come to that agreement because we're too busy screaming at each other over a dead lesbian. And I don't say that to diminish dead lesbians. There's some alive lesbians that I think are pretty hot. I'll be honest with you. I'm kidding, obviously. And we sit here and we scream at each other from our ivory towers. I'm holier than thou. I'm better than you. I'm smarter than you. My team will beat your team. You're in the Matrix. Wake the fuck up. We're all in the Matrix. And if we would work together to try to get out of the Matrix, things would go a lot better for everyone. But instead, they don't want us out of the Matrix. Obviously, the powers that be want us to stay in the Matrix. They want us to stay controlled by the Matrix. Okay, the Matrix doesn't want to give up the power it has. And no, I don't literally mean like the Matrix from the... I mean like the Matrix being the system of the system that oppresses. And I'm not sitting here going all leftist on you saying there's a system of oppression. I'm saying that there are oppressive people that are running the government. Their goal is to oppress as many people as they can. The goal is to take as much power as possible. And it's not a secret. You know it. I know it. The whole world knows it. There are people whose only goal is to make your life harder and exert any power they can over you. Okay? I'm going to get out of the matrix. I'm going to go touch grass. I'm going to go do real life. Excuse me. One of the easiest ways out of the matrix is success. One of the easiest ways to leave the matrix is to be successful. Wealth gets you out of the matrix. Why do you think they try so hard to shut Andrew Tate up? Tate walked out of the matrix. Andrew Tate made a bunch of money and walked out of the matrix. And they said, "You can't do that." And he said, "I just did. What are you going to do about it?" And they said, "Well, you're a sex trafficker." Well, fuck, I'm not. You are now. And then he proved that he wasn't. And they said, "Oh, well, you did it again. You're a human trafficker." It's like, "No, I've proved you wrong once. I'm pretty sure I'm not a human trafficker." He beat the U.S.'s accusations. He beat whatever shithole country he lives in. I forget what it is. He beat his home country's accusations. He beat the UK's accusations. And he was explaining one day that the system is designed to keep the normal people in check, right? Because look at the homeless guy. When's the last time the homeless guy paid taxes? Probably not for a long time. Look at a very rich person. Look at a billionaire. When's the last time they paid taxes? Probably not for a really long time. When's the last time you paid your taxes? Oh, every year? Ah. Sounds like there's a system designed to oppress the 99%. Because if you factor millionaires, billionaires, and homeless, let's just assume that's 10% of the world's population. 90% of us, oh, and then we'll factor kids in, and we'll say kids are 20%. So we'll say 30% of the population doesn't pay taxes. 70% of us pay taxes. 70% of us are criminals or drug dealers or billionaires or children or whatever. 70% of us are suckers. And we're paying for everything. My eye's been bothering me lately. Those of us that are in the matrix, and here's the real thing: is are you in the matrix? Do you know that you're in the matrix? And are you trying to get out of the matrix? Those are the important questions to ask yourself. Am I in the matrix? Yeah. Yeah, you are. We all are. Born in the matrix. There's only two ways out of the matrix. One way is extreme wealth. The other way is extreme poverty. There are only two ways to do whatever you want. You can either be extremely rich or extremely poor. If you want to live in the middle, if you want to live comfortably, you will live in the matrix. And eventually, you will live in the pod and you will eat the bugs. Eventually, in the matrix, you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. The billionaires still own stuff. Of course, the billionaires will be allowed to own things. They're different than you. They're special. They're billionaires. How can I tell George Soros he can't own his yacht? And it's not just, it's his third one, but like, yeah, he needs it. He's special. He's George Soros. How am I going to tell Elon Musk that he can't own a Starship? Of course he can. It's the third one this month. But Elon's special. You look up to Elon. I look up to Elon. Elon's great. Elon deserves his Starship. Oh, you want to buy a car? Shut up. Back to the mine. Get back to mining cobalt so that I can have an $800 million iPhone. Fucking use child labor to sell it for 40 grand. I mean, come on. Obviously, I'm exaggerating because inflation will be that crazy at that point, you know? I mean, but still, $1,000 for an iPhone that they use child labor to mine the cobalt, because if they didn't, that thing would cost $15,000. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't know if they use cobalt in phones, but lithium ion, whatever. They mine the lithium for the batteries, whatever. You get my point. You get my fucking point. We buy cell phones that are fucking, the minerals are mined with fucking child slaves. And then we sit there and we're like, oh no, what are we going to do? Fucking keep buying them. We're going to keep buying the phones made with the child slave labor because it's all a distraction from what they want to do, from what they're trying to do, from their agenda. There's a handful of billionaires that have an agenda. You will own nothing and you will be happy. I've been telling you for years. Pay the fuck attention. They want what's going on right now. They want to foment revolution. Of course they want to foment revolution, especially in the United States. The last bastion of freedom in the world. You think these millionaires and billionaires don't want, especially the ones that are pulling the strings, you think they don't want a revolution in this country? Of course they do. We're the only country that allows gun ownership the way we do. We're the only country that not only allows, but encourages gun ownership. And not only do we encourage gun ownership, we encourage training with your firearms to the level of a military's proficiency. Other countries do that. There might be a few, but I mean, they're small and they'd be easy to trample. They'd be easy to take over relatively quick. I mean, if you think about it, problem with America is we are insanely defended just by geography. We've got an Arctic tundra to the north. We've got oceans on both sides with mountains slightly inland from the oceans, which make it almost impossible if you do land on our shores. It's almost impossible to get through the mountains. And then when you do get through the mountains, you got to deal with the people that live there. And as someone who lives in Appalachia, and I just live in the foothills, let me tell you, dude, you ain't gonna. I've watched men, grown ass men, appear and disappear in the woods. And I'm a pretty aware person, especially when I'm in the woods. I maintain pretty good situational awareness. I watched a 300-pound man appear and disappear in a matter of 2 minutes. And he was just at a casual walk through the woods. And I didn't hear him until he was like 50 feet from me. You want to talk about, oh, we're going to invade you. All right. Good luck, because when that guy comes out from behind a tree and scatters your fucking small intestine all over your buddy's forehead, I didn't see nothing. I mean, we're almost an uninvadable country. Mutually assured destruction protects us from nukes. So how do you destroy a nation that you can't fight? Well, from within, of course. From within. So do you really believe that the Democratic Party isn't bought and paid for by these billionaires? Well, we know it is. George Soros has bought all the judges. I mean, look at the list of Democrat donors. It's all of the billionaires. Every one of them is a Democrat donor. Why? Because the Democrats are extreme revolutionaries, and the billionaires want a revolution so that they can implement the new world order. Well, my friends, I'll tell you, there's not much we can do to stop them except keep doing what we're doing. There's one other thing you can do. Pick up a Bible. Because I'll be real honest. The way things are going, it's not looking great. Be it civil war, be it a hostile takeover of global elites, be it World War III, whatever it is. Probably wouldn't hurt to know your Lord and Savior. Probably wouldn't hurt to know who started all this. Probably wouldn't hurt to know how it all started. And probably get close with God, because you might meet him sooner than you expect. I hope not. I hope I get to have a lot of time here on this planet before I get to go meet God, but you never know. You might wake up dead one day. You might wake up dead. You might have been got. I fear for the future. I really do. I'm afraid of what's to come. I don't want chaos. As I get closer to my 30s, I don't mind the idea of throwing down. But I don't want to. You know? I'm not opposed to it. It ain't first on my list of things to do. I want to buy a homestead. I want to have chickens and babies everywhere. Not like my babies, just like I'm just going to go around kidnapping random babies. Like, it's going to be awesome. I mean, that's basically the same way we treat cats. That's how I'm going to treat children. I'm just going to random baby. I'm just going to be like, cute, grab, and just run. And then I'm just going to have, and then I'm going to sell the babies. It's going to be a great business. I see no possibility of this business plan having any flaws whatsoever. None. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. They're going to be my babies. I want to have a homestead in the mountains with lots of babies, and I want to live off the land and go ride my dirt bike and be left alone. I don't want to see cities burned down. I don't want to see billionaires trying to buy politicians and buy judges so that when people do commit crimes, their agenda gets pushed. I don't want to see what's happening now happen. Because, quite honestly, if you watch the news, the goal is just to distract you from what's going on. And if it's not the globalist agenda being pushed, somebody's making a ton of money. And it ain't you and me, let me tell you. Who's making money off of this bullshit Minnesota nonsense? Who's making money? Look into it, and you'll have your answer of who's pushing it. Whoever's pushing it the most is making the most money off of it. Mainstream media is making a killing off this. If it bleeds, it leads. Everyone's watching. Everyone can't wait to be outraged. Everyone can't wait for CNN to tell them to be pissed off. Can't wait. I want CNN to tell me to be angry. I want to be angry. And of course you want to be angry because you've got reasons to be angry and you want to justify your rage. But the reasons you're angry are not because ICE agents are deporting Pablo for being here on a fucking expired green card for 15 years. The reason you're angry is because you go to the grocery store and you can't buy fucking milk. You look at the price of gas and you're not sure if that's a fucking rounding error or not for the US government. You look at you go anywhere, you look at the cost of anything and you're like, how do I live? You look at fucking housing prices and you're like, I don't even know what that number is. It's so big. Like, you have to invent a whole new number to get a fucking single wide on an acre of fucking property that needs rebuilt. You got a reason to be upset. The reason's not ICE. Your reason's not someone getting fucking deported. The reason you're upset is because you can't afford to live. Because the fucking elites are putting themselves first, as they always do. So when Billie Eilish sits there and says, "Oh, no one's illegal on stolen land," fuck ICE. I'll get mad. Don't go screaming about how she's an idiot. She's an idiot. Of course she's an idiot. I mean, look at her. She's a fucking moron. She's famous because she's got big tits. That's all she's famous for. She's an idiot. She's not a serious person. You're over here screaming, bashing your head against the wall because Billie Eilish said nobody's illegal on stolen land. You're over here screaming like a lunatic, bashing your fucking head off the wall because you're so upset that she said fuck ICE. While the other side claps like a bunch of fucking walruses, fucking trained to clap on command. Oh, she said the thing. She said the thing. And then the other side sits there and goes, I'm angry. She said the wrong thing. And then fucking the next person comes up and says the thing. And they go, oh, yeah, he said the thing. It's all fake. It's all pretend. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. All of it. Fucking the Grammys, are you serious? It's a circle jerk. It is a circle jerk. It's a bunch of people in the music industry just fucking reaching over and giving each other fucking aggressive handies. It's pathetic. And you're over here getting pissed off about the stupid shit some dumb bitch said, while the elites of this country have sold you out so bad it's not even fucking funny. You can't afford to buy a house. Why are you upset that Billie Eilish said something stupid? Of course she said something stupid. She's Billie fucking Eilish. She's an idiot. And you're upset that she said something stupid, but you're not upset that this country's been bought and sold fucking more times than you can fucking imagine. The fucking American dream has been stolen from you. If you're lucky, you can dream about the American dream. If you're lucky. Can't afford to live. We can't afford to buy milk. We can't afford to do anything. And you really expect me to believe that people are upset over some fucking Grammy bullshit? No. It's all designed. It's all by design. They want to piss you off. They want you to do stupid shit. Because if you do stupid shit, then they can take your fucking rights away. Illegally, I might add. Due process doesn't give you the ability to take people's rights away, but that's a conversation for another day. All I've seen today has been people mad at ICE and people mad at Billie Eilish. And I saw a couple videos of people losing their shit about the Epstein list. You can't do anything about any of it. ICE is going to do what they're going to do. The Epstein list is going to fucking exist. Billie Eilish is going to be a fucking idiot. You can't stop any of it. You're fucking playing right into their hand. If you would just say, you're all idiots and I'm not playing this game, then they lose all control over you. But when you give them a reaction, when you act a fool because of what they've done, you're playing right into their hand. When you go burn down a city because ICE agents deported Pablo, you played right into the millionaires' hands. Right into and to the socialists. The same millionaires and billionaires that you claim to hate, you just played into their hands to give them more fucking power and control over you. You're a useful idiot to these people. That's all you are. That's all you'll ever be. You want to sit there and say the millionaires and billionaires are the enemies? Well, some of them, yeah, of course. I don't think everyone who's made $1 billion is a bad person necessarily. But when you have George, I'm forgetting his name. I said his name already. Fucking the guy that buys all the judges. I forget his name. George Soros. When you have George Soros buying judges in these cities that allow cities to be burnt down, yeah, I'd say maybe he's the bad one. Maybe he's not on your side. He buys the judges. He pays for the judges' campaigns so that they, when they get elected, vote the way he wants them to vote, so that when he's ready to have control over something, or when he's ready to push an agenda, the judges rule in favor of his agenda. It's not rocket surgery. It's fucking common sense. But we're too busy screaming at each other to look back a little bit and go, wait a minute. George Soros put judges in control of Minneapolis, and the judges aren't prosecuting these people that are fighting with federal agents in the streets and burning down cars and looting police vehicles. They're not prosecuting these people. I wonder why. Oh, maybe it's because that's what they wanted. Maybe it's because the Soros-backed DAs and the Soros-backed judges know that this is supposed to happen. Because Soros wants control. Soros wants power. So Soros is going to fund the destruction from inside so that when there's a smoldering shell left, he can come in and he can buy it up. There was a Roman emperor that did this. Or I don't think he was an emperor. I think he was part of one of the triumvirates. And he would essentially, if a house caught on fire, he would buy the house super cheap, put the fire out, and sell it for triple what he paid for it. I forget who it was. It might have been Crassus. It might have been Crassus that did that. I digress. It's a pretty simple tactic. And we sit here and instead we scream about, oh, Elon Musk is on the Epstein list. And you slam your face into the wall and scream about it. Because you're not willing to accept that you're being played? You're a pawn, my friend. You're being played as the fool, my friend. Don't fall for their bullshit. Why are you falling for it? Why are you giving these people the control and the power over your life? Cut it out. Go get help. What the fuck is wrong with you? I don't know. I just... That's all I got. I don't know. Share the show, I guess, with all your friends, everyone you've ever met. Tell your mom. But it's usually a daily show. It's usually a daily show. I'm just vibing, just trying to figure it out. Trying to get out of the matrix. That's all I got. Make sure you share the show. You can find me on Twitter, X, Instagram. I don't post much on Instagram. I was thinking about doing shorts on Instagram. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Just you find me on all the places. It's all under sgarrettmedia. Just make sure you share the show around with your friends. I don't know. That's all I got.